G'day folks, and welcome to World Attacks with the Magnificent Margon. I know it's been a few days. I've had a pretty crazy couple of days. Friday night I was not feeling the best. So naturally I didn't get around to doing a video. So I thought I'm going to do something special today. I'm going to do World Tanks, and I've been playing a bit of War Thunder again. Not a lot. I've just been playing a few battles over the last few days, and just thought, why not? Let's throw a couple of battles. So here we are. This is me and my IS-3. I'm actually playing with Kaz. Kaz and I, as you know, we didn't actually play all the tanks together. Both have two completely different playing styles, and we're just learning all about that recently. I'm more of the patience and waiting game, whereas Kaz is very much get up there into the action. We're on airfield here now. Kaz is heading up to the normal sort of position up the scumbag, or not scumbag, the heavy hill in airfield. I chose and opted for coming out here into the airfield side. I thought, you know what, I might actually get a couple of light tanks or something that I can shoot up. Unfortunately, that didn't happen on this one. Yep, they're pretty good looking planes. It's about the only thing I really saw, and I sat here and waited and waited, and I said to myself, I'm in the open, I have sixth sense. Ooh, Ferdinand. Nope, I can't see him, which means he can't see me. Okay. And this is the kind of game that, well, it didn't make for a very good game as such. It was sort of slow start. Kaz is up there, and I thought, you know what, no one's watching his bottom flank. I'm going to sneak up around this corner. Well, no one's really out there in field, so it's perfect. The AMX-39 is pretty well spotting everything, so there's nothing popping up. There was a shot from the 30 coming through. I came up here, just hit the ground that KB4. As you can see, sixth sense has gone off. Okay, cool. So let's try and line this one up again. Take a bit more time. Nope, he's run away. So I've been spotted, but that's fine. I know the Ferdinand can't shoot me from where he is, and then the 32 pops up. I roll back down the hill a bit, keep myself so only just in a protection zone, more or less. I don't really want to lose too much health, and I'm worried about the one scumbag, thinking, oh yeah, most scumbags pay attention to over here, and he wasn't. That was the weird thing. He's just pounding where the normal heavy tanks are and not actually watching where I am. I'm in the open. Pretty juicy target in the open. I love the IS-3. Very bouncy when you can get in the right positions. Now I know there's a T-32 down there now. Now there's the KB4. Well, the KB4 is a pretty strong tank. Except for when you get him on like that and you're able to shoot straight through him and he doesn't shoot you back. So, wait for my reload, get in the position, let's roll out again, see if we can get another shot. And half the trouble is where I am, my front of my tank just gets lifted up too high. And I can't get the gun depreciation to actually work for me, as you can see. So, I'm trying to find where I can go that I can actually get this to work. Now, Kaz is sort of up there, and he was in La La Land then, as you can see. The T-32 came around that corner and just nailed me. And I've gone, what are you doing? And he goes, oh, sorry, I was watching that KB4 at the bottom. Like, I'm dealing with him, you're dealing with up the top there, not letting me watch me get hit in the ass. And that was pretty well continuously how I got shot throughout this battle. I got shot in the ass quite a fair bit. I don't really like to lose my virginity to other guys shooting up the butt when I think my best mate is actually covering my butt, but it's just the way it goes sometimes. Then he goes, alright, I'll start watching up here, because I've got pretty well down the bottom here covered. Funny thing is, that Ferdinand is still sitting on that hill. He has been hitting the whole ground. Now there's a 69 and a Jag Tiger on the other side of the field, causing absolutely chaos, plus the E4 that's over there too. And it's about now I realised that the whole centre of the field has been lost. Our TDs are starting to move into a position. Kaz has just hit that 59 perfectly, and we've discussed what we need to do as tactics. I've just been spotted. Ooh, that was a big hit from the IS-6. But okay, I think I'm ready for you this time. Come on, let's play. I thought it may have been the KV-4, someone else popping up, but no, it was the IS-6. How I didn't spot him to the last second, it's beyond me, but don't mess with me, basically. So the KV-4 is now up on the high side, which means that I've got perfect elevation with my gun to actually shoot him. And he's sort of there waiting for me. I've just bounced a shot from him, and I've got hit in the rear again. And Kaz goes, what do you mean? I go, there's a 32 behind me. What's going on? And of course, all our TDs are not exactly watching, so I've just taken up the arse again. Not really what I want to do. And I've just pinged them out to say, look, I said to Kaz, we need to make a decision. We're not effectively pushing these guys back. No one is actually doing anything great. So I start really saying to him, we need to make a move, we need to get out of here. And I see the 59s come round, so it means the 59's now dealt with. It's only the KV-4 here. I'll wait a bit longer. He pops out, fires. I haven't got much of a shot there. He comes out again. I'm still feathering the shot. It's just not a pretty shot. And I've just gone, you know what? Bugger this. KV-4 needs to be dug out. He needs to come out of his little rat hole. I start to actually think, alright, nothing's happening on the other side. Someone needs to go back and deal with the other side. This AT-15 buzzing up the other flank, getting into a position which is probably very, very hairy. And that didn't work. That was just a wasted shot. So now that I've seen it, I've gone, Kaz, I'm going back to base. You're on your own up here. You're going to have to be the bouncing machine that you've been most of this match. And he did bounce a lot. I think it was something like in excess of 1,500. So it wasn't great, but it's not too shabby. Like well, Tiger 2 only has 1,600 hit points. So we both agreed it's time to move back. It's time to get these guys dug out. So we actually fall back deliberately to pull these guys out of their rat holes to allow our TDs to now start doing some work and shooting these guys. Another AWOL IS-6 is up there, but Kaz he was coming back, and I said, and then I kept going back. I thought, you know what? I'm not going to play silly games. I'm going to go deal with this AT-15. He needs to be dropped. If he doesn't fall, we're going to have all sorts of problems. So I've pulled up here behind these bushes, using it as cover, and just started opening up on him. Perfect. And that's what I mean. I've used effective bush cover here. He can't see he knows where the shots are coming from roughly, but at the same time, he can't actually see me to shoot back, which is perfect. So Kaz has fallen a fair way back now, and I've just communicated with him, okay, AT-15's dealt with, it's only these couple of guys here plus the TDs left. Kaz has been on 12% for quite a while now. We have got everyone else sort of moving up. I said I'm going to go around the rock, and I was going to go right round, but I thought, you know what, I'm just going to cut straight up the centre here. I'm probably about 1, maybe 2 shots away from being killed. 28 is just blindly going to come around this corner I'm praying for. Our other IS-3 has moved down and started getting shot to pieces, but the T-28's taken some big hits all of a sudden. So I'm feeling pretty confident now that we can deal with these guys. Now the Ferdinand, I can tell you, once he got on top of that hill, he didn't move off that hill. And that's fine. It's actually a pretty decent hill to sort of TD from. And I have enjoyed being on that hill in the past. So I don't use it a lot, but it is a good place to get effective fire into this area. There's the KV-4. Now that AMX 1390 is just having a great time, but not a very pretty time. He is just going around. There goes Kaz shooting, and I basically half-heartedly roll up the hill. And this is where the game just turned around. As you can see, that 1390 got into a great position, shot a few guys up, spotted them. Our TDs and our scumbag behind us just blew the rest up. Now I'm looking for this fur now. I know he's there. There he is. I've spotted him. And just look at this. This is next to no shot. And I got him. And that's the beauty of the Russian gun. You give it a little bit of time and it will hit almost anything you want it to hit. So not too shabby. 1400 worth of damage recorded. I may have done a little bit more. We all know what XVM's like with secret shooting and stuff like that. Wasn't anything we could do to get over to their scumbag to kill him or shoot him. So unfortunately we didn't get to finish him off at the end of this battle. As you can see, the AMX basically got him. So that's the way it goes. So not too bad all in all. It was a really good game. So I enjoy it, and I'm really enjoying the IS-3. It took me a while to get used to it. It's not as troll as I thought it would be. Being the pike nose, you do have to come front on to a lot of people, but you still get some really big weak points. You've got to use this turret, this sloping rounding turret, to bounce all those shots. And the gun mantle is pretty bouncy at times. Let's have a look where the shots went in on this tank. Most of them, you see one good one there, which is in the arse. Another good one in the arse there. So all in all, and then there's a couple of good ones just under the gun mantle there, and that is a very big point. I do hit IS-3s regularly there, and I'm pretty sure that shot, yeah, it came on this angle, blasting in here, and that was from the IS-6 and probably the KV-4. I think got a shot into me there. So all in all, I'm pretty lucky. I've taken a couple of good hits, and I've bounced a few shots as well. So you got to keep that in mind when versing the IS-3. That center point directly under the gun is a very big weak point, and that's pretty where the driver is. So you take that out, and you're taking his driver out, and you're causing all kinds of problems. All in all, it's relatively good. I do like the IS-3, but as I said, you've got to be really hold down in the right position. You can side scrape to a certain extent in this tank, not as much as you can in, say, the KV-4, which is the other tier 8 Russian heavy tank. I really do want to get a KV-4. I've watched a couple of reviews just recently, and it handles exactly how I play with a lot of my heavy tanks now, particularly with the E75, the Tigers, the Tiger P, and all those heavy tanks. The side scraping of it, plus the Black Prince and the other Churchills, when side scraping, they're perfect machines. Just the long sort of side of them, bouncing is perfect. Now the IS-3, yes, it can side scrape, and I have done it, and I've done it quite effectively. But when you're side scraping, if you're not doing it right, this panel becomes pretty flat, and it becomes a weak point, or the cheek here becomes a big weak point. As we all know, you always aim for these black pads or the center there to get in and do the most damage. So it is tricky to play, and it did frustrate me for a long time, thinking, oh yeah, IS-3 troll tank, blah blah blah, but it's not really. It's not as troll as you think. So guys, that's it for this one. Once again, I am sorry I haven't done a video for a couple of days. Just felt sick on Friday, and last night after I came home from the Broncos match, I didn't have the energy to actually do a video. Had a few surprises pop up, so that's the way it goes. So unfortunately, yes, I will be pumping a few different videos out today. One of All the Tanks, this one of War Thunder, and I will be doing up my waffle pan. So there you go. Otherwise, guys, enjoy what you do. Happy hunting, and I'll catch you on those battlefields.